Spiritual awakening symptoms. You can feel it, but you can't explain it. Your body has changed. Your mind no longer obeys like it used to. The world looks the same, but something in you no longer recognizes this reality. Maybe you've become more sensitive. Maybe sounds feel louder, dreams more vivid, and silence deeper. People say it's just exhaustion, but your soul whispers something else. You are awakening, and what comes next may feel confusing, lonely, even painful. But it's not a mistake. It's the dark night of the soul, an invisible rite every awakened being must pass through before remembering who they truly are. If you're going through this now, this video is for you. Chapter 1. The Dark Night of the Soul. You're not losing your mind, you're losing the illusion. Everything that once made sense is falling apart. People drift away. Your routine loses meaning. And suddenly, the emptiness. But this collapse is not failure. It is an ancient, silent ritual, one every awakened soul must pass through to remember who they are. The dark night doesn't scream. It whispers. In the silence between a cycle that dies and a new one that hasn't yet been born. You feel like you're alone, but in truth you're being called to meet yourself. Without masks, without distractions, without the crutches that once protected you from your own power. And yes, it will feel like everything is being taken away. Certainties, relationships, comforts. But what's really happening is that the universe is making space for what is real. The pain you feel, it's not punishment, it's purification. The dark night doesn't destroy you, it dismantles you so you can rebuild. This time with soul. Chapter 2. The 7 Symptoms of Spiritual Awakening. Symptoms of spiritual awakening. You don't read them in books. You feel them. In your body, in your soul, in the quiet spaces between days. And when they show up, you know, something invisible is activating inside you. Emotional hypersensitivity. You start feeling everything. A glance pierces you. A song breaks you down. You cry. For no reason. But there is a reason. Your soul is releasing what's been trapped for lifetimes. The emotions that surface aren't just yours. They are echoes of old timelines, of past lives, of inherited pain that your spirit has agreed to transmute. You begin to sense the hidden weight behind words, the unspoken grief in someone's silence, the subtle sadness behind a stranger's smile. What once felt distant now feels personal, because the veil is thinning, and your heart is waking up. You are not broken. You are opening. You are remembering what it means to feel without armor, to stand in the sacred rawness of being fully alive. This hypersensitivity is not weakness. It is sacred intelligence. It is your soul fine-tuning itself to the frequency of truth. Let the tears come. Let the waves move through you. They are not drowning you. They are cleansing you. Because only through a heart that feels deeply can the soul truly awaken. Ringing in the ears, tingling, heat at the back of the neck, subtle vibrations, sounds only you can hear, as if something is connecting or awakening. It's not physical, it's energetic. Your entire field is being reconfigured. The ringing isn't random. It's a frequency, a signal, a subtle resonance from realms beyond the 5 senses. What others dismiss as noise might be the language of your soul learning to hear again. You feel tingling at the crown, heat rising at the base of your skull, as if an invisible force is unlocking something ancient within you. These are not symptoms of sickness. They are signals of alignment, sacred adjustments. The back of your neck, where spirit meets spine, becomes a gateway, a channel where new energy descends, downloads, codes, remembering. And as your old energetic grid dissolves, a new one takes shape, calibrated not to survival, but to awakening. You are becoming a receiver, a vessel of light in tune with higher vibrations. It may feel strange, even overwhelming, But trust this recalibration. Your soul is tuning itself to the divine signal, and soon you'll hear not just sounds, but guidance. Insomnia or deep sleep with vivid dreams. You lie down, but sleep doesn't come. Or when it does, you're taken somewhere else. Your body rests, but your spirit moves. And when you wake up, it feels as if you've lived 1,000 lives in a single night. Because you have. Because your soul never sleeps. This is not mere fatigue. It's initiation. A call to return to the places you once knew. Realms of memory, symbols, and sacred truths, long forgotten. The dreams are not dreams. They are messages, maps, keys. They whisper of who you were and who you are becoming. In the quiet of the night, you might feel pulled into dimensions that defy logic, but resonate with your soul's deepest knowing. Flying, falling, meeting ancient faces, crossing thresholds unseen by waking eyes. Insomnia is not your enemy. It is the threshold between realities. Your system is recalibrating, the veil is thinning, and your consciousness is learning to walk freely between the worlds. If you feel exhausted, disoriented, or overwhelmed, breathe. You're not broken. You're being initiated into your multidimensional nature. The night is not empty. It is the temple of the awakened soul. And when you close your eyes, you are not escaping this world. You are remembering others. Emptiness, existential angst, sense of not belonging. You look around and nothing fits anymore. The places you once loved feel distant. The people you once resonated with now speak a different language. You listen, but it all sounds hollow. This is not depression. It's dissonance. A soul that no longer matches the frequency of the old matrix. There's a quiet ache, not from something missing, but from something calling. You feel like a stranger in your own life, because the version of you that once belonged is fading, and while the world tries to pull you back into routine, your inner being whispers, "You came here for more than this." This is the sacred emptiness, the space between identities, between the false life that is ending and the true one preparing to emerge. You are not lost. You are shedding. This feeling of not belonging is your soul remembering a truth this world forgot. You are not here to fit in. You are here to awaken. Fascination with spirituality and hidden truths. Out of nowhere, a hunger arises, not for food or pleasure, but for something real. You begin searching for energy, for chakras, for the soul, for ancient symbols, sacred geometry, past lives, lost civilizations, and you don't know why. But you do. Deep down you remember, this is not curiosity, this is remembrance. A call from the deeper layers of your being, from lives you've lived before, from truths that never died, only slept. Books fall into your hands. Videos appear at just the right time. Synchronicities multiply. You're not imagining it. You're being guided. Because when the soul is ready, the path of truth begins to unfold. This fascination is the compass. It's your intuition awakening. And the questions you're asking are the same ones you've asked for lifetimes. Changes in diet and energetic sensitivity. Foods you used to love now feel heavy. Crowds overwhelm you. Shallow conversations drain you. You are not becoming fragile. You are becoming refined. Your body, the sacred vessel of your soul, is shifting, cleansing, upgrading. You may feel more drawn to light foods, silence, nature, solitude, not because the world repels you, but because you are returning to your essence. Your system is learning to discern between real and artificial, between noise and truth, and that sensitivity is not a flaw. It is sacred intelligence. Your body is speaking, your soul is listening, and your entire being is aligning with frequencies of purity, clarity, and presence. You are not withdrawing. You are protecting your field, sense of mission, even without knowing what it is. In the middle of the chaos, something whispers, "You are here for a reason." You can't quite name it, but you feel it. A quiet pulse beneath your ribs. A silent fire that won't go out. A knowing that won't let you settle. Even if you don't have the map, you know the direction. You look at the world's pain, and something stirs. Not in fear, but in sacred responsibility. Your life begins to feel like a preparation. Every challenge like training. Every wound like initiation, because deep within you understand, souls like yours don't come for ordinary lives. You came to remember, to awaken, to anchor light in a world that forgot it existed. You don't need to rush. You don't need to explain. Just follow the pull. Because that mission is not something you chase. It's something you become. Emptiness, existential angst, sense of not belonging. You look around and nothing fits anymore. People, places, conversations, everything feels artificial. That's because you're disconnecting from the old matrix and preparing for a new level of consciousness. Fascination with spirituality and hidden truths. Suddenly, you crave something you can't name. You search for chakras, energy, soul, purpose, past lives. It's not curiosity, it's memory. You are remembering. Changes in diet and energetic sensitivity. Some foods feel heavy. Loud places drain you. Superficial talk exhausts you. You're not becoming fragile. You're becoming pure. A sense of mission, even if you don't know what it is yet. In the middle of chaos, an inner voice whispers, "You're here for a reason." And even if you don't fully understand, you know this isn't a coincidence. Because old souls don't come here for ordinary lives. Chapter 3: The Beginning of a New Life. Spiritual awakening doesn't end when the symptoms fade. In truth, that's when it really begins. You look at the same world, but nothing feels the same. Because you have changed, you start to see invisible patterns. You recognize the masks, you feel the energy behind words. And more than that, you begin to hear yourself clearly, deeply, for the first time. The reconnection, the pieces start to fall into place. The pain that once broke you now teaches you. The losses free you, and the loneliness reveals your inner light. You no longer search outside. You now remember that everything was always within. The silent rebirth. Awakening doesn't make you perfect, it makes you present, authentic, alive. You feel the weight of your mission, but without despair. Because now, you know you are exactly where you're meant to be. You don't need to rush. You don't need to explain. You don't need to convince anyone. You just need to be. A new life begins. This is the moment where fear dissolves and gives way to the quiet confidence of someone who knows their essence. This is where your true life begins. Not the life you were taught to follow, but the life your soul waited millennia to live. If you've made it this far, it's because you're ready. Ready to stop surviving and start awakening. If this video touched something inside you, leave a comment. I am awakening. This isn't just a comment. It's an activation code. It's you telling the universe and the algorithm that you're ready. Like the video so that more souls can find this message. Share it with someone who's hearing the same call, because awakening is an inner path, but together the way becomes clearer.